guys, it is Sunday morning and I wanted to do a video that has been requested. A couple different things that I'm going to combine in this video that have been requested for a little bit now. I've been asked to show Sadie's details, even though I did her details a while back. I'm actually not going to undress her. I'm just going to show you like her hands and feet up close, because someone wanted to see like her nails, and also someone wanted to see her earrings up close, and I've gotten a lot of questions of did I pierce them, things like that. So I'm just going to quickly kind of go over some of these things so that you guys can see what I've done. And you know, there's lots of people that like to pierce their dolls' ears, just because my babies, when they were little, I had them pierced when they were newborns. That way they looked like girls, and they still love piercings today and have since added many in their teenagers, so didn't scar them. And actually as babies they did really well. As toddlers they never played with them because it was always a part of them as far as they were concerned. So baby Sadie's still wearing her cute jacquard bubble outfit, little sun outfit. It's really sunny out here today. We probably will get rain showers later in the afternoon, but it's a really great day. And yeah, so it's a good day to kind of, there's more light in my doll room, so I'm hoping that the details will come out well. So let's get started. So I'm going to move her little toy here. So we'll start with her earrings. So they're just, you know, silicone is very soft. It's very easy to actually pierce a hole in them. That's why you have to be very careful when you're handling them or laying them near sharp things. I know that that's always on the care instructions when Claire sends them home, not to lay them on anything sharp, or, you know, could indent them or possibly puncture them, because it's like skin. It's kind of amazing. And she's got super soft, squishy ears. They're nice and squishy, and yeah, they look like real ears. I'm always really amazed when I look at ears on babies. It's kind of one of my things. Like, I can forgive some things I don't care for on a doll, but ears are kind of one of those things that I always focus on. Ears, hands, and feet. Details for those little features are important to me, because I've seen a lot of really cute dolls with horrible, unrealistic looking funky ears, and I can't ever get past them because it's right next to the focal point, the face, that I always see, and I can't stand it. Just something that I just don't care for. So I'm really picky about the ears. And so her ears are folded over. My oldest daughter, and I mentioned this in my other details video, my oldest daughter has ears very similar. If I could get her to let me put her on camera, I would show you her ears, and her ears are almost identical to this. It's kind of ironic. So very realistic. And then move over to the other ear. Same thing. They're just so very much like my daughter's ears. I think that's just super, super cute. Just something that I find really interesting that I have since found in a doll. So, you know, the little flap, it's just like a real ear would fold over. It's really amazing. Claire's really, really good at sculpting features off of living babies. Like this doll, in fact, was sculpted after a doll collector's grandbaby. And she's done two of Zoe. One is the newborn, which is this baby, and then the older version. And I've been told that the likeness is pretty amazing. So I think it's really cool. So here she is, close-up of her face. And she has rooted eyelashes, which I think are really pretty. I'm not a fan of, you know, paying for an expensive silicone doll and having glued-on eyelashes. I think it's important that they look real, and I've yet to see, and I've had a lot of very expensive dolls and been very disappointed with the fact that they had glued on eyelashes. I think for what we pay for them, they should look like they've been rooted. They should be rooted. And, you know, if they're not, I'm not a fan. I just, you know, it's one of those things, once again, it's part of the focal point, and I want the baby to look real. So real baby doesn't have perfectly lined up, glued in eyelashes. They have kind of a little crazy eyelashes. My daughter's always had kind of these long, wispy looking lashes, kind of why I also like this baby. They're not perfect and they don't go all in the same direction, because my babies didn't. They were kind of crazy looking when they were newborns and very wispy. They weren't real full. So I think that's also one of the things I really enjoy about this doll. Her hair is rooted beautifully. Claire does a really nice job of rooting. She's done it, you know, a little bit more wispy and thin on the sides, and then fuller with a little bit longer on the top. And I've left it the way she styled it when she came to me. I have yet to change it because I think it's really super cute. And it's very close to the head. So when you look at her, you know, and you see next to her face, her hair isn't sitting off her head, which is another pet peeve of mine. I'm really picky about the face, head, everything that involves her face. I'm really super picky about, because it's the one thing that everybody looks at when they're looking at a doll. Now, you know, this is just my preference, you know, so I've had lots of people reroute dolls for me and, you know, make those changes myself. But when I'm spending a lot of money on a doll, I really just, it would be nice not to have to change or fix them. So now I'm going to show you her beautiful little hands. And, you know, one of the things that Claire is really good at, and she doesn't use a live cast or anything like that. She sculpts her baby's hands and feet all on her own. And the way she paints them is also really realistic. The coloring, you know, if you can see next to my hand, is very similar. And look at the nails. The nail beds, the coloring of them. It's amazing to me that she's able to, here, I'll get this one up close. That's amazing detail. That's fantastic detail on a silicone doll. You know, a lot of silicone dolls, they lack a lot of detail in the hands and feet, or they're fisted and they all look like kind of, you know, there's some detail there, but, you know, all in all, you know, it's one big piece of silicone. So I'm a fan of open hand babies, because I think that, for me, that just plays into the realism more for me. And there's the underside of her hand. And there's lots of little wrinkles. You can see that all those wrinkles that you see on the bottom of our hands, she's incorporated on the baby's hands. And the same thing on her feet. And like I said, I'm a hands and feet, but feet are one thing that I just adore on babies. And the fact that she's got this one foot curled, babies do this with their feet all the time when they're little. And all the little wrinkles. She's just captured everything that I love about baby's feet. And then we have the spread toes, which is super cute. And once again, look at the painting detail on the toes. And you'll see right along in here all these little wrinkly marks, little fine details that normally it's very hard to get in a silicone doll. That's just it. Like, you know, I've had a lot of silicone babies over the years. Look at the bottom of this foot, so cute. And I can safely say that out of all the babies I've ever had, Claire's been really the best at those fine details. Y'all have heard me sing her praises. I do think that she's masterful at what she does. I think she's just a phenomenal artist. And the quality of the silicone is like no other. I've spent lots of money on other babies and just not been 100% happy with them. And with this sweet little girl, I absolutely am. I adore her. And the feel when you pick her up of her silicone is like nothing else I've ever felt. I've felt other soft silicones. You know, I had Allie by Selena Saxton. I've had other Claire babies. I've had Andrea Arcello babies. I've had a lot of babies. I've had Romy babies. I've had lots of them. And the way this silicone moves, and something I couldn't really articulate very well in my original details video, is the texture. That she has texture on the skin. And then when you move the skin and, you know, fold it, it wrinkles like living skin would wrinkle, which to me is, you know, if I'm trying to achieve the most realism that I can, that to me is pretty darn cool. So that in itself is very unique about this particular baby. And yeah, so that's generally a little bit more details showing off her little hands, her little feet, her ears. You know, she's just a really, really neat baby, and I really do adore her. I enjoy her 100%. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, because they've, you know, I've been a member of Doll Fan for many, many years, and I've owned a lot of really great dolls and passed some along, and, you know, overall, I find that, you know, there's always new things coming out, and I love the realism that artists are now able to achieve. And I'm hoping to be able to go to Dead's this year, which is the Down East Doll Show, I think is the name of it. One of the biggest doll shows we'll probably see this year in the US, and I know that there are going to be some really awesome artists there, including Claire. So I'll finally get to meet her after talking with her over the years, because I've bought a lot of dolls from her, and she's a wonderful person. And a lot of my doll friends will be going, so I'm really, really excited. Plus, I'll get to see everybody's babies that I only see pictures of. So I would highly recommend if you can get to a doll show, because then you can, you know, if you've never had a silicone before investing the money, it's always good to at least see them. I've never gotten to see them before I bought them. And sometimes I've scored, and other times I've been so disappointed and heartbroken and went the doll to somebody else. But if you can see them in person, you can kind of get an idea of what type of dolls you really like, because not everybody likes the same thing. I like one thing, other people may like another, and it's to each their own. That's why there's such a wonderful variety in which to choose from, so you can't go wrong. So I'm hoping to meet lots of my dolly friends there. And like I said, highly recommend it if you can go. So there she is, guys. My little Miss Sadie, my little bundle of joy. And I'm gotta go trim my dogs. That's my next goal for the day, is I have to go trim my dogs, get them beautified, and then I hope I can relax and maybe do some changing of Miss Sadie or something, or just spend some time with her. So hope everybody enjoys their Sunday. I know I'm going to. It's a beautiful day out, so I'm going to try to get out and enjoy some sunshine at some point today. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I hope this satisfies a couple of folks' requests, and don't be afraid to request for other videos. I'm happy to do them. So I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.